Places, musicians. Musicians, please take your places. Congregants, you're welcome to keep trickling in as you want to, but musicians, please come to your seats.
That one's a cedar. And I'm not sure what kind of cedar because I probably got it at Home Depot or Lowe's. I have it cut down and then I plane it down. Wow. Have a planer.
Nice. Pretty too.
And then this one is red oak and then the other one over here is red oak as well. And the one I just bent today is Purple Heart.
Oh, nice.
And those make incredible sounding drums.
A friend of mine makes like we have rope with staff and like wooden swords, and he made Purple Heart both octagonal. I love that thing. And it's been since I actually lost it. It's been inside the house today. When I break it out, it started to turn brown. It had been years, but it didn't keep its color quite as deeply white.
I think if you sand it and then refinish it, it'll be purple again. I'm using tongue oil, and right now usually just tongue oil, but I used to mix it with carnauba wax and some frankincense and myrrh and copal and melt it in there.
Missing so many songs.
A real finish since I got back from Hawaii.
I think so. It's very sweet, and you're very sweet, so that will be very sweet together.
I'm very sweet.
Am I making sound? A chord. min ha'cholonot metzitz min ha'harakim bati legani achoti kal ariti mori im besamim bati legani achoti kal ariti mori im besamim kodori dovek mitchili kodori dovek mitchili mitchili achoti rayashti mitchili bati legani achoti kal ariti mori im besamim bati legani achoti kal ariti mori im besamim הנה זה עומד אחר כותלנו, אחר כותלנו. משגיח מן החלומות, מציץ מן החרקים. באתי לגן אחותי קל, עריתי מורי עם בשמים. באתי לגני אחותי קל, עריתי מורי עם בשמים. Oy oy ay 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 lay 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 lay. Bati legani achoti kal, ariti mori im besamim. Bati legani achoti kal, ariti mori im besamim. Kododi dovek mitchili, kododi dovek mitchili, mitchili
Bati legani. We are coming into the garden as we move into spring on this very auspicious Shabbat equinox, Purim, Nowruz, Nowruz, Persian New Year. And the beloved calls to us, and it's not so easy to hear. It is so easy. I catch myself sometimes looking around at my daughters or at my literal garden and thinking, I have everything. What am I so stressed about? It's so easy to stay in the spaces of all that is stressful and all that is hard, and there's always going to be something that we could focus on, especially right now. And our challenge is to remember to come into the garden, to revel in the moments of sweetness, however fleetingly they may last and however they come. So I invite you to stand if you're able for candle lighting and to get as close as you'd like to the candles. Candle blessing, they're already lit. And whatever you brought into this space, physically or metaphysically, I invite you to check in with yourself right now about whether you want to keep holding on to it. And if it is something you want to keep holding on to, make that choice really deliberately. And if it's not, take a deep exhale and let it go. Make some room in there so we can take in the light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Wish someone Shabbat Shalom that you didn't come with as you sit down. And if you're sitting further back, I invite you to come fill in the front seats because it will be a more wow experience if you do. It will be the wowest experience for those who are sitting closest in. So we're going to go into some deep waters now. Our next two songs repeat the themes of Yiram Hayam El Hakavod Hirim, of Mayim and thunder. The heavens are glad and the earth rejoices. The sea roars, the sea thunders, and all that fills it. Let's access that joy that comes with letting ourselves just surrender to how awesome the world is and the song that the world is singing when we make time to listen to it. Please sing along with us. Get up and dance. Oh, you're on my alma. You're on my alma. You're on my alma. You're on my alma. ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. You're on my alma, 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 you're on my alma. יצמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. You're on my alma, 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 you're on my alma. ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. For those who are new to Jam Band Shabbat with us, it's important to take a few moments to harvest the energy of the chant. So we do that. So, Purim. I've seen a lot going around about how it's not easy this year, which may or may not feel relatable to some of you. I've never particularly identified as much of a Purim Jew. If you Google it, there's like a lot of stuff on the internet about Purim Jews versus Pesach Jews, and no, not like da-na-na-na-na, but like different orientations to how we think about salvation, how we think about celebration, how we think about power. And I find Purim a little challenging this year. I'll talk more about that later. But I also, as I wrote in the newsletter, think it's really powerful that this is the month, this is the holiday that we associate with joy. Not the holiday of complete salvation where we were free and everything was great and we were held in the metaphorical palm of God's hand as we crossed the sea, but the holiday without any miracles where we were, let's be honest, really in the muck in many ways. So there's joy because of, and then there's also joy in spite of. Sometimes it's easier to access the joy because of, but as we continue to think about the thundering waters, which can overwhelm us, let's try to access the joy in spite of, the joy we can find even when we don't feel safe, even when things feel hard. Can we try to find that holy encounter? You're welcome to come in. There should be handouts sitting out just outside.
Water's warm.
The water's warm, it's deep, it's loud, but it's warm. And I do invite you to get up and dance. If you're like bopping your head and wiggling your chest, then you probably just want to go all the way and get up and dance. Not Elliot, but the rest of you. All right.
Adonai, Amayim Rabbi.
Since there seems to be a question coming from that part of the room, you are definitely welcome to clap, definitely welcome to get up and dance. Oh, I meant during the song. This isn't a performance, you're all participating, but whatever kind of percussion you want to do during the song, totally good. As we greet the bride, if you want the words of the verses, they start on page 41 in your Siddur. And if you just want to let her arrive as she arrives, we can always do with some la-la-las as well. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Again. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diborecha ishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemo tiferet v'litzchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat. Shabbat lecho v'necha yihi mekor ha'veracha merosh miketem yesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitoch hafecha rav lach shevet be'emek habacha v'ruach hamol alayich emra. Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Three more verses before the last one, guys. We're singing the whole song. Shabbat nekabela. sit down, but otherwise don't sit down right away. Let's just do a gut check and a soul check. Hopefully we've moved a little internally and other ways too, since stepping into the space, arriving in the space. And we are in Shabbat. We just welcomed the Shabbat bride. And we're going to sing from Psalm 92, as we always do. First thing after entering Shabbat, Tov Lahodot, it is good to give thanks. This beautiful tune by Emily. And what else are we thankful for this evening? For the rain, for the flowers,
For Irene.
for old friends being here, for family, for community,
Sunshine.
for the neighborhood, yeah, and for
Sunshine.
all the things, and music. And since this is the first Jam Band Shabbat that Vic is not with us because he's recovering from surgery, we are saying peanut butter in his honor. I don't know, you'll have to ask him. You'll have to ask him. Oh, does he like crunchy? Okay. I think he went home already. He was here, but he went home. Anyway, yes. Right, nothing is too trivial to be grateful for it. So, yeah, hot water, right. So keep thinking of the things, revel in them as we sing. And, if the swaying felt good, keep standing. You can sit if you need to, but otherwise keep standing.
Tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer shimcha elyon. Tov
we have thoroughly greeted Shabbat. And we're going to continue into the evening service, which is going to be pretty minimalist. It's going to continue to just be a few chant selections. But I invite you, if you're able to keep standing a moment longer, to join me for Baruch, all pulling our intention together. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. Settle in as we give thanks for the predictability of change. Day rolling into night, rolling into day, light rolling into darkness, back into light.
Roll into dark, roll into day. Day becomes night, night fades away. Roll into dark, roll into day. Day becomes night, night fades away. Keep it rolling into dark, roll into day. Day becomes night, night fades away. But roll into dark, roll into day. Day becomes night, night fades away. Hashem Shalom River of day. Becomes night, night fades away. Roll into dark, roll into day. Day becomes night, night fades away. Roll into dark, roll into day. Day becomes night, night fades away. V'kunah Shana Itim U'machazit night fades away. U'misadeh into dark, roll into day. B'mishmerotehem night fades away. Roll into dark, roll into day. Day becomes night, night fades away. Into dark, roll into day. Day becomes night, night fades away. Mariva
Let's gather ourselves together for Shema. What would it mean if we really believed these words? That all of the different experiences that we call sacred are really part of a greater oneness that we can only barely understand occasionally. So we're going to sing the words, and it's call and response. You can listen for the names that I'm singing because they're going to change. And if you want to call out a name that you want us all to sing, you'll see what I mean, or you won't. It'll be fine. If you want to, try calling out a name, and if I hear it, we'll work it in. Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Echad.
Adonai Echad.
Good, like that. Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Echad.
Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
Shekhinah Eloteinu,
Shekhinah Eloteinu,
Shekhinah Achat.
Shekhinah Achat.
Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
Havaya Eloheinu,
Havaya Eloheinu,
Havaya Achat.
Havaya Achat.
Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
Harofei Eloheinu,
Eloheinu,
Harofei Echad.
Harofei Echad.
Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Echad.
Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
Shalom Eloheinu,
Shalom Eloheinu,
Shalom Echad.
Shalom Echad.
Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
El Shaddai Eloheinu,
El Shaddai Eloheinu,
El Shaddai Echad.
El Shaddai Echad.
Shema Yisrael,
Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Echad.
Adonai Echad.
Adonai Even when it's Purim, we have a little Pesach in us because we're always, always carrying the memory of crossing that sea. If you want the full words, Michamocha is on page 79. have a few extra moments of silence for those who would like to pray a traditional Amidah or do your own thing. Let's see, it's coming up here. Voila, 89. It's not exactly how I intended to pull you out of your reverie, but it'll do. This week's Torah portion is Vayikra, the first Torah portion in the book of Leviticus. And we're also going into the holiday of Purim tomorrow night, as I mentioned. So in addition to being Vayikra, this Shabbat is known as Shabbat Zachor, the Shabbat of remembrance, because we read a passage from Deuteronomy chapter 25 that reminds us to blot out the memory of Amalek, who tried to destroy the Israelite people after we crossed the sea. Now, Haman, thank you, himself is described as a descendant of Amalek, an Agagite, who King Agag was the king of the Amalekites in chapter 15 of 1 Samuel. And our sages say that Amalek arises in every generation to prey upon the defenseless and the weak, to try to destroy us. But that doesn't mean that Amalek is some other group of people that we can identify out there, some them. Certainly some of my colleagues would disagree with me. But it's important to note that in the biblical lineage that we get, Amalek is actually a cousin descended from Esau's line. He's the son of a woman named Timnah, who's listed in the genealogies in the Torah, whom the rabbis in Masechet Sanhedrin describe as having come to Abraham and then to Yitzchak and then to Yaakov, saying, "Can I please marry into your family? I want to be part of this people." And that in 3 generations in a row, they rejected her. Amalek's origins lie in that intimate familial hurt. And the sages even say explicitly, that's why he afflicted us, because we shouldn't have rejected her. 19th century Hasidim and modern Orthodox commentators understood Amalek to be an internal warning. And I particularly take to heart what Rabbi Shimshon Raphael Hirsch, one of the 19th century founders of modern Orthodoxy, wrote, "Forget not this. Should the day come and you will desire to resemble Amalek, and like him, seek opportunities through means small and great to exploit your superiority in order to hurt people. Do not forget this thing. There will come a day that you, the Jewish nation, will be powerful. And then in particular, must you be careful not to be infected by that Amalekitism, which is expressed through the exploitation of your strength in order to demean and destroy those weaker than yourself." By chapter 8 of the 10-chapter Purim Megillah, Haman's decree is reversed, and the Jews are safe, at least for now. But then there's chapter 9. And the Jews kill 75,000 people anyway. So they say to get drunk so that you can't tell the difference between Haman and Mordechai. Because sometimes it's actually not so easy to tell who is Amalek. So the task remains in every generation. We read on Parashat Zachor, not only to destroy Amalek, but first to properly identify Amalek, even when it is found within us. And then, only then, as Evelyn beautifully reminded me earlier this week, then we can fulfill the hope from the 8th chapter of Esther. Before the slaughter began, the Jews had light and happiness, joy and honor. And so may it be for us. And that's what we're going to sing now.
לייחודים הייתה אורה בשמחה וששון ויקר. לייחודים הייתה אורה בשמחה וששון ויקר. כן Jammy.
So we instruct our hearts for going forward. And please stand if you're able as the ark is open for Alinu such as it is. Shevuta el levavecha
Adonai, Hu Elohim, Einod milvado, Einod efes ulacho, Einod milvado, Einod efes ulacho. Einod milvado, Einod efes ulacho, Einod milvado, Einod efes ulacho.
Shivota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu Elohim, v'hashivota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu Elohim, Einod milvado, Einod efes ulacho, Einod milvado, Einod efes ulacho. Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai, echad u'shemo echad. You may be seated. We take a moment to honor our beloved dead. I know some of you are here saying Kaddish this evening. And this Shabbat marks the yahrzeits of members and beloveds of our members. Millicent Solomon Gelzer, Lori Sheklow, Sally Sheklow. Yeah.
Sally.
Excellent timing, Sally. Whew. Harry Kendall, John Pierce Sr., Edward Hart, Susan Steinfurst, Marshall Rothstein, David Goldstein, Carolyn Sims, Samuel Chortek, William Rudnick, Jenny Potashnik, Ernest Schwartz, Leon Secula, Charles Allen Fox, Louis Fine, Samuel Bodanza, Jack Eigen, Sandra Lux, Rose Tepfer, and Abe Sachs. I also want to acknowledge Jerry Lipnick, whom we buried on Sunday and who made this fabulous hairpiece that I'm wearing. Zichrona livracha. If any of you are saying Kaddish for anyone I didn't name, I invite you to share their names now. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for blessing. Ve'aleim hashalom, may peace be upon them. Mourner's Kaddish is on the back of your handout, and I invite you to stand if you're saying Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach yiruteh ve'amlich malchuteh b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam ule'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei teva v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony above make peace for us, for all Israel, for all who dwell on earth. And let us say amen. I invite Board Secretary Julie Raskin to deliver a few announcements before our final song, because this is a service after all.
Shabbat Shalom. April 1st is the deadline to RSVP for TBI's second night in-person Seder. Even though there's been a significant price increase this year, and it will be delicious, we have many sponsors whose generosity is making this Seder affordable for all. Please pay as you're able. Your presence is important to us, and we want to ensure everyone can join us for this special occasion. Register for Barry Noble's 4-part class on Zoom, Disagreement for the Sake of Heaven, the 4 Thursday evenings in April. Prejudice and political discourse have polarized up the population. Our social fabric seems to be fraying. Many of us have family members and friends with whom we no longer are able to communicate. These sessions will examine the Jewish ways of disagreeing, having constructive arguments, and engaging with those who have a different way of seeing the world. Khalil Cohen is offering a class Monday evening, April 15th at TBI, Ancestors at the Seder, Deepen Your Connection to Prophets Elijah, Miriam, and Moses. Through guided visualization, movement, and song, we will connect with the generations of Jews who have called in these ancestors for the past 2,000 years. Save the date, April 7th, 5 to 7 p.m. is TBI's annual fundraiser, our next 90 years. RSVP with the links in the e-news and recent emails that you've received. And Wednesday evening, April 17th, we are happy to announce that David Helfand will be in concert here at TBI. David Helfand, harpist, multi-instrumentalist, and composer, is overjoyed to perform his album Beyond the Sea of Reeds. live in its entirety for the first time in 23 years. He'll be joined by several other musicians. See the weekly e-news for details of all our offerings and purchase tickets to pay for classes. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. right here, Enid Lefton will lead the Purim celebration of the TBI Megillah reading and community sing-along Purim spiel. The reading will be interspersed with the best songs from 20 years of TBI Purim spiels. Gather the whole family, put on your favorite costumes, bring your singing voices, and get ready to rattle your groggers. And TBI members, you can pick up your Hamantaschen before the event. Sunday at 10 a.m., TBI members will chant the Megillah in Hebrew, followed by a vegetarian potluck meal. Costumes encouraged, everyone welcome. Thank you to all the musicians for their beautiful sounds. Thank you to Michael Griffel for streaming this service. And thank you to Enid Lefton for hosting the Oneg. Shabbat Shalom.
I believe Judy Goldstein is also hosting the Oneg. And Bernie Mangan. And Emily Heilbrunn. Thank you all. Thank you to Steve Ehrlich for making us sound as good as you did. And thank you to Emily Fox on mandolin, David Helfand on guitar, Leo Folsom on fiddle or violin, Alfredo Gormazano on a variety of drums, Mark Hurwitz on a variety of drums, Zevariah Moses on upright bass, and our wonderful vocal instrumentalists, Nate Herrera, Marla Anderson-Worm, Mina Wegner, Gretchen Lieberman, my wonderful colleague Chazan Evelyn Gould, and I am your host, Rabbi Ruchi Sophia Motzkin-Rubenstein. If any of you are here for this first time, would you please give us a wave right now so we know to welcome you thoroughly and perhaps a little overwhelmingly later? That is not true. That is not true. But this is true, the people who raised their hands over here. All right, we're going to end with a rockin' Adon Olam, but it'll only be rockin' if you rock with us. So this one is, we haven't rehearsed in 3 months, so it's going to be real jammy. I might want the lyrics. You might too. It's on page 4. No, it's on page 133. Just give me the chords and let him set the rhythm, because it's not quite that. That's right. Just finding the lyrics.
Who needs words?
I do. I don't know love. I share my love. The Terran Koyetzi Nivra.
Well done. But
Don't olam, asher malam, b'terem kol yitzir nivra. Le'nasa, le'nefsoko, azay le'shemo nikra. Adon olam, asher malam, b'terem kol yitzir nivra. Le'nasa,
oh, Tammy. That was good. Yeah, great. I know you were great. It's just great.